Jimmy is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Welcome. That is the Wizard Jam calling the show. That's all you get. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Calling It Now. We are here to once again debate the people with which we disagree. And today we especially want to focus on debating MAGA people on trans issues. However, I know we have at least one person, a brilliantly unimpressive threader who wants to come at atheism with just about the bottom of the barrel apologetic that is as silly as it is arrogant. But we're going to give our screener an opportunity to go ahead and get their information for when we eventually take that call. In the meantime, hey, you do not want to miss LineCon Online Live this Saturday at 3 o'clock. They are going to be having John, Erica, and Dr. Ben are all giving presentations. Erica the Gutsick Gibbon, Erica Gutsick Gibbon's going to be doing something about Lucy and a creationist lie that is often picked up. And John is going to be talking about mythicism, and Dr. Ben, I don't remember if he decided on vaccines or something trans related. I need my little writer book. So anyway, to be able to attend that, you got to go to patreon.com/calltheline and be on at least the $15 tier. It will be those three presentations from the three of them, following which will be a Q&A with them. So the first hour is presentation, second hour is a Q&A. I will be right back. I'm going to grab the my writing pad. BR. Lux, you say words.
I'm going to say words now. Hi, everybody. Yes. And we're actually doing 2 LineCon onlines this month because I think we skipped the last month because we did the SSA fundraiser, which was amazing. And we appreciate you guys for that. But yeah, we're supposed to have 2 of those this month. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. Got to get those private shows, which they're going to go public in like a few months later. But like, it's kind of, like going to a con, you pay for your ticket, you get to attend for the $15, and then $5 is for video on demand. So that's how you get the Patreon stuff. Everybody's loving my makeup today. Thank you so much.
All right, let's get started. So we're going to be talking to Anthony, who we began talking to on Threads. Anthony is a theist. Anthony,
Hello.
Why didn't you tell hang on, Anthony. What part of the country or world are you calling
Jimmy?
from? Anthony, I'm talking to you right now. You don't hear me?
Jimmy, I can't hear you. Your tech's broke.
Our tech
Your
broke.
technology
I doubt
is
it. Our technology is broken. You hear him in your ear when we do it, but he doesn't hear me. Does my, on the microphone in the Chrome, am I moving the bar when I talk? Yeah. Remember up where I saw if the microphone was moving? In the URL bar, you hit the little sliders, and then we've been having sound issues because Windows Update broke a bunch of drivers this week, so we're still fixing that. Yeah, up in the URL bar all the way to the left, there's the 2 things. You hit the little arrow key with the microphone next to the microphone. See what I'm talking about? So up in, and you see like connection is secure, and then you see microphone, right? All right, I gotta come look. Wow.
Technology. Oh man, it's so frustrating. Like so many different things getting borked this week. I swear, it's like we were on time today. We were fully on time and ready to go. Early even, ready to go. And then the technology just started doing wonky things. So what are you going to do? Gives us plenty of time to get more people on the lines. We do have open lines, trying to have some conversations, trying to have some disagreements today. Let's hash out some disagreements today. If you want to get us a ring, it's right over here. The number is 336-543-2101. So, got to get in here. Eventually, we will be up and functional. Eventually.
You are connected as the host. Welcome,
Leftist
host.
audio.
You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
I can hear all
Audio
of the call-in
recording
studio
is
things right
on.
now. I don't know about everybody else, but not being on Takis made me think we wouldn't get no Luxander. Yeah. I wasn't originally going to be available today. So Arden had already planned to do hosting and everything. So I was like, yeah, just let that happen. That's cool. And that means that I don't have to do a double today. Honestly, it's kind of hard doing the transatlantic call-in show, which I usually try to show up at least 15 minutes early because I get to hang out and chill with Arden time. So show up like 15 minutes early, and then I'm on for 3 solid hours, and then we start this one. And sometimes I can like take a break, like walk away for a minute. But it is not, I don't know, it's like it's not like a sufficient break and then you go for another 2 or 3 hours. It's a long time to be on camera. Arden is pretty cool. When's the next Lux and Arden show? That's a good question. I don't actually know I don't think we have one scheduled this month. Yeah, because next week is going to be Luxander and myself on Transatlantic, but then it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. So we don't have a Takis planned out for Thanksgiving, but we're going to do some kind of something or other. Jimmy wants to do something or other. I don't know what it is though, but that's for the rest of this month. So you'll get me on Takis next week. We've gotten some repeat callers this week, right? We have gotten several people, which, can be exciting. If there's folks who are wanting to come in and do a repeat, if you didn't feel satisfied by some previous time that we got to argue, we demand Larden. Yeah, sure. Riverboat Jack. Yeah, did you guys like Riverboat Jack on Takis today? I am so excited that we were finally able to make that happen. It's always good to have a healthy rotation of guests on the channel. We've been having lots of guests on the channel, which, speaking of that, I think that there's also there's a Cuz I Wanna this weekend as well on Saturday. I don't know what time, but Justin Deconstruction Zone is going to bring a guest on, and I don't know who the guest is, but I do know that is happening this week. Yeah, just replicate the screen. Just put me on here twice, and then the show will be me and me.
I think we're good now. Luthien, speak to us and let me test if we hear you still in our ears. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. All right. That should have. Yeah, because it's just set to show audio. So you need to change that to not always open. Switch it back to callback mode. All right, real quick. All right, Anthony, here's the deal. You're calling in. We are offering you a serious platform to actually engage you in good faith. You are showing so far that you are not here to engage in good faith. If you would like to reset, we will take your call. But I need to hear that is what you want to do. I don't hear Anthony now. This is great.
Nope.
Hey,
I cannot hear.
Luthien, will you hit reset on input 24? Right click it in the inputs and hit reset. Anthony, speak. This is odd. But we're just not hearing it. You're seeing his audio moving. That's even weirder. I don't fucking Windows. Literally what happened. So at first we thought it was a regional thing. But then, wait. Is their microphone, is it muted? The bars, is it muted? Is the speaker on?
He's muted in Call-In Studio right now. Is that on purpose? Or?
I just did that. Okay. Are they good now? No. Is the speaker now green? Above the letter M, the speaker above it, is it green? What? Was it before, or did you just turn it on? Okay. Anthony, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey.
Excellent.
Hello.
I hear you, Anthony.
Can you hear me?
Anthony, do you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
All right, great.
Yeah.
We fixed it. All right, Anthony. Now, we are willing to have a good faith actual discussion with you, but you are showing in multiple ways that you are not here in good faith. For example, The screener asked you where you were calling from. We ask everybody that. We're not asking for address. We're asking for state. Asked you your pronouns. You said, I'm not doing any of that shit. Just put me on. She said, fine, I'll put you in the queue. And you proceeded to call her.
That's what it's about.
You proceeded to call her a good girl, which is an extremely misogynist bullshit thing to do. So, Anthony,
wow,
you are proving.
I heard you.
Excuse me, I'm muting you. Anthony, if you would like to proceed, we are now on the air talking to each other. If you would like to proceed in good faith, you must first apologize. You must first apologize for calling the screener good girl. And then you must say where you are from and pronouns. Now go ahead. Anthony, is that what we're doing? Are we going to do this conversation?
I'm going to need an apology first. I'm going to need an apology first because apparently I'm the retard from Threads. So let's get my apology first. And
Excuse me, Anthony.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Anthony. Anthony, I don't care if you heard me. By the way, I'm not confirming or denying I said that. We are now on air where the discussion is happening. So I'm not calling you an R word right now, whether I would or wouldn't off air.
No, you already did. You already did.
You and I are now on air where we can have the good faith discussion. So you are going to apologize to our screener, or you can fuck all the way off. Put what on air?
Put it on air that you called me a retard. Put it on air that you called me a retard.
This is the claim you're making. This is the claim. Hey, excuse me, Anthony. You're on air. You're making that claim. I'm neither confirming nor denying anything. Now, Anthony, would you like to reset or not? Okay, Anthony, I'm muting you again. Would you like to reset or not, or have the conversation in good faith, or would you like to fuck off all the way to the sun? Because you don't have a moral ground to stand here. You are already on Threads just saying weird good boy stuff, which, by the way, on this channel, good boy universally means that the people are really, really hoping to suck my dick. So you don't want to be saying that anyway, because that's like a meme on this channel. Every time you say good boy means I really want your wiener. So Anthony, we can either reset and do it in good faith after you apologize to the screener who you have no association with, didn't call you any kind of word on or off screen, and you said good girl condescendingly, misogynistically to, or you can fuck all the way off into the sun.
Yeah, so actually we're just going to start the conversation now.
Nope.
Begging.
Nope. I actually decide. See, I just muted you again. This is your last opportunity. You can either apologize to our screener or you can fuck off. We are unmuting you again. Are you going to apologize?
Atheist argument. You have no moral ground to stand on. You don't even have.
Hey, Anthony, you will not get another word spoken when I unmute you unless you apologize. These will be your last. This is your last opportunity. These are your last chances. Apologize to the screener, not to me. I don't care about the shit you've said to me. Apologize for condescending to the screener, a woman you don't know, and calling her good girl, or you are done.
If you mute me, you're a good boy.
Okay, well, buddy, just so you know, as we already established, that means you are desperate to suck my dick. So everybody, Anthony, because of his weird sexual feelings for me, is unwilling to apologize, unwilling to have the discussion in good faith. His points are really stupid and easy to debunk. I might give him one more chance after telling him this. Your main argument, the stupid one you keep bringing up on Threads, is like so easy to handle. It's elementary school shit. Nobody is afraid of you. So now I'll give you your actual last chance. You apologize to the screener who you don't know, or you fuck off.
Let's handle it then. If it's so easy to handle, let's handle it then.
Goodbye, Anthony, I'm hanging up now because you won't apologize to her.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, bye, Anthony. There's no reason in talking to you. There's no reason. Anthony, you are not here in good faith. You are here as a little bitch, and you're talking down. Yes, Anthony is totally redacted, and he thinks I'm scared. I've already said many times on air, the R word is something I don't use publicly because I don't want to normalize everybody using it publicly. But as an autistic person who had that weaponized against me my whole life, I feel that word belongs to me. You can't take that or the F slur from me. And frankly, to tell you the truth, I actually don't give that many shits about how much people use it. It just also isn't great for your algorithm. Anyway, I say redacted on air. I think it's hilarious. if he supposedly heard. No, Anthony is calling back. This is very funny. Hang on. I want to see what he says to the screener. I want to see what he says to the robot. Here's what we're going to do. When it's done, you're going to pretend to be the screener, okay? You're just when I hit answer, just like, hi, you've reached the call screen, because I don't think they've heard your voice yet.
Why are you doing this to me?
I just want to see.
Please don't do this to me.
Anyway, if any MAGA or anybody wants to actually take us on and actually can engage in good faith, you are more welcome to engage in good faith. Like you are more than welcome.
All right. Hello?
Hi, is this Anthony?
No, this is John.
Okay, John, where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Okay, are you calling as a Christian?
No, I'm calling as a person.
Okay, what did you want to talk about today?
I don't know. What are the topics to talk about?
The title today is Debating MAGA on Trans. That's the topic that we propose, but we'll take anybody, basically.
All right, perfect.
So what do you want to talk about?
That.
Okay. All right, what's your opinion on trans?
Boys are boys and girls are girls. But also, can I talk to, who's the guy, Justin? Justine? Let me talk to him.
I don't have a Justin here today.
Oh, Justin. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. Where's Jimmy at? Put Jimmy on the phone.
So, sure, I'll put you in the queue.
And so the thing that I guess that last caller didn't realize is we can all hear how dry his pee-pee is. Anyway, it looks like we have a new caller here. Let's see. This is John from Canada, is a Christian who believes boys are boys and girls are girls. Okay, so John, what does that mean?
No, I actually said I was a person.
You said you were a person? Well, we knew we already knew that. Wait, John, this sounds exactly like Anthony. Anthony, why are you? Wait. Are Christians who are calling in? Anthony, are Christians who are calling in liars?
Hey, man.
Hey, liar.
I was born in sin.
And you're still doing it, huh? So are you ready to apologize to our screener? What's that? No, I wasn't.
Are you ready to apologize for calling me a retard?
Nope. Are you going to apologize to the screener, somebody who's not related to our actual issue?
Bad faith argument.
Are you ready to talk to the... Sir, you already were doing your shit on Threads. Are you ready to... The screener is not related to our conversation in any way. So, are you ready, or are you ready to get blocked? Those are your options. You will never get to make your case on it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
For saying good girl.
And why are you sorry for saying good girl?
Because it hurt her feelings.
Nope. You're not apologizing for how other people feel. That's not a real apology. I'm sorry for how you feel is not a real apology. I'm sorry is acknowledging what you did was wrong, explaining why it was wrong, so we can in good faith believe that you're not going to do it again.
So where do you get your moral justification from, if not God?
We'll get there as soon as you finish your apology.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry.
For?
Yes. For saying good girl.
Because?
I literally, the only conclusion I can come to is because it hurt how she felt. So
nope, because that's apologizing for someone else's feelings. That's apologizing for someone else's feelings. So let me explain. So I'll just tell you what the words you could use are, Anthony, because you apparently like need this. So Anthony, you could say, I'm sorry for saying good girl. You are an unrelated party in this engagement that I have with Jimmy. And I was a misogynist because I called in already in asshole mode when I spoke to you. That would work.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would work for you.
Go ahead then.
I apologized.
Nope, you didn't. You apologized for how she
I said I
feels.
was
That is not
sorry.
an apology for what you did wrong. You were sorry for how she felt, not what you did.
And what
acknowledge
is
that
your
it was wrong.
grounding to say that I was wrong? Where are you
You'll find
grounding
out.
this opinion to say that I am wrong?
I'm excited to explain it to you
Where
after
does
you
this-
finish.
Where does
I'm
this
excited.
come-
I'm
where does
excited
this
to.
moral outline come from?
I'm excited to explain that to you as soon as you have finished your apology.
I did finish my apology.
All right,
I
goodbye.
think you're scared to debate me.
That's weird. What a weird thing to say. We're gonna snooze that caller because I have no interest in their callbacks. Jimmy is a decent troll, but it's still cringe. I honestly don't care. Jimmy is still a good girl. I don't know about what about that you thought was trolling. All right, people. Anybody who wants to call in good faith and not be automatically condescending and talk down and be a fucking misogynist. And I gotta tell you, these days, I just assume all misogynists are pedophiles. It's just they're so close to each other. Anthony, your issue with your attraction to me and young people is something you should work on.
Somebody's being an asshole to me now in the chat. Good gracious.
Who
What
dat?
did I do? I don't know.
Who dat? Who's being an asshole to
Somebody
you?
was like, "Hey, girl up top, good girl." I'm like, okay, damn.
Oh,
Who the fuck?
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and guess it's the same person. Hey, MAGA, we want to talk to you. Can we get rid of the title thing? We don't need a reminder of what a absolute utter piece of shit he was. What's funny is I'm afraid to debate him. I literally took on these debates within the last week. His points are so silly and so bad. It's atheists can't even prove they exist is one of them, and then the other one, where do your morals come from? And he just resorts to hard solipsism, which is so not a difficult thing to tussle with. It's not. I'm not going to do it now without him here or without a debater here to represent it because I don't do that shit for free and for fun and I'm not giving him the satisfaction. But he's just clearly a dry-dicked, whiny little bitch who, as we know, said good boy because he is thinking about my dick constantly. Constantly.
Incessantly, you might say.
Incessantly. That is a weird thing to put in the chat. I don't hire people in the chat based on whether or not they identify what minority they're a part of. Sorry, we actually hit a limit. We are limited to only 6 trans people at the line. So
Yeah.
yeah. Can you imagine 7?
6?
Ugh.
Are we at 6 now? That's a lot of trans people. Good gracious.
Let me think. Well, I was including our recent guest because Adeline's been doing more with us. Adeline's non-binary.
Oh yeah, sure.
You, Ben, Arden, Katie's technically still like welcome back whenever. Who am I forgetting?
I would
Am I
just
forgetting somebody?
I would just consider you're forgetting Josie. I would
Josie,
consider
yeah, yeah.
Katie like she comes back for guest spots.
Josie's
It's like
legacy.
the entire time I've been regularly hosting, Katie hasn't been here.
Yeah. Or Katie's legacy. Katie named the Transatlantic Call-In show. So
That's true. I got to get her to do something on a Saturday with me sometime so that she can come earlier in the day.
yeah. It'd be cool to see Katie again. 73 or no, that's not correct. What number was I even about to give you? I think I was about to give you one of my phone numbers. 336-543-2101. 336-543-2101. 336-543-2101. No, I did not out Adeline. Adeline talked about it on air. Y'all gotta be like so less prepared to like.
That's how we
cancel
know you don't
people.
actually watch the content.
Yeah. Don't
Caught you.
weaponize
Caught you.
your insufficient fandom against me. Adeline's great. Adeline is wonderful. 33654-32101. MAGA, if you can call and explain to us why, you know who I'd love to hear from? Those Epstein people. My goodness. Y'all got between, and then I don't know how to put the joke together, but Bill Barr apparently said if Donald Trump was in those Epstein files, Joe Biden would have leaked them. And so now it's about Epstein and Barr. And I want to like make an Epstein Barr joke, but it feels wrong to do. And I can't come up with a clever enough one. You know what I mean?
If it's going to be edgy, it has to be really clever. Yeah, you have to compensate for one with the other.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Epstein-Barr is a virus. It is actually, isn't it herpes? Herpes virus 4?
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It is. I'm pulling it up now. Epstein-Barr is herpes 4. So there's something there. There's something there. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Okay. Luthien, hang up on that person. Don't even let them finish screening. You do not call into our channel while we're live for YouTube tech support. Are you fucking crazy? I'm dropping them. I dropped them for you. You don't call in. You do not call in.
You just dropped the wrong person, you goober.
Did I? No, I didn't. No. The other person dropped themselves because it was in the screening.
They just dropped themselves? Okay.
Yeah, they dropped themselves. You can go ahead and call in. The other person, you can call back. But calling it, was it just Anthony from a different phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They were actually calling in to have for technical support.
About issues with the stream, yeah.
YouTube technical support. Get the actual, oh my God. The amount of, we pay per minute for this call system. Read the goddamn room. We do not have lines reserved for technical support. Goodness fucking sakes. Hey, MAGA, how do you defend the Epstein files thing? Donald Trump is actively now trying to get Congress people to pull their name from the petition to release them. The committee, the Intelligence Committee, has released emails of Jeffrey Epstein referring to Donald Trump as the worst person he knows of. The man who was trafficking children to other people says of all the people he's met, that Donald Trump is unequivocally the worst one. Why are you against the release of the Epstein files? Legitimately. Oh, no, I see Anthony's tried to call back 3 times. He doesn't realize that we blocked his number for the day. We snoozed him.
Cringe.
Why are men
so cringe?
I don't know. Fucking, is there a single good cisgender man in the world? I haven't met one.
I don't know.
No, there isn't. There isn't. That phone number again, 336-543-2101. We would love to talk to any Christian, any MAGA, anybody who wants to defend their shit. We are leftist. We are queers. We are trans or trans affirming. We are Venom. And if you aren't any of those things, you can call in and debate us. Don't actually call in on the Venom thing. It'll just annoy me too. We got a call screening here. MAGA, where are you? Where are you? Jimmy, I called to ask for help because I cannot watch the stream in vertical mode. I wanted to know if there was a different YouTube stream. Please. No, this is the only stream. I don't know what you mean about vertical mode, but you don't call our people for your tech stuff. Like, that's crazy. But I appreciate that you want to be here and everything, but that is not what the call-in number is for. Our call screener isn't a YouTube technician. This is the only stream. And at the moment, however, as of Sunday, we are going to be experimenting with simultaneous streams. But right now, this is the only one. You can watch the clips in horizontal later. Yeah, it's all wild. Okay, we've got some call screening. We'll get to those here in a moment. Oh, y'all talking about your favorite evil trans person? I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how little I think of her.
Yeah, she has to be brought up.
I forget completely that she exists.
Yeah, she has to be put in front of me to remember. What YouTube tech support sent me here? How do I watch Calling It Now? I don't know. Hey, white man from town, why aren't you calling? To the caller who said, white man from town. And then the caller with the 631 area code, definitely call back. You just got to get screened. I don't know why you hung up. But white man from town, do you not know how to use a phone? You don't know how to dial? I actually had to buy.
You want to say things about me? You want to say them to my face, perhaps? Do you want to perhaps?
Are you brave?
Say that to my face.
Onward, keyboard warrior, typing like it's war. You are not a real guy, just some AI whore. Eat my actual asshole. It tastes like butt cheeks. I got nothing else. I don't know where to go from there. All of our calls are dropping. We dropping them like flies. Come on, I really want to talk to. Sorry that I ran out of steam. That should have been our intro today. I can do better, but the fascists keep blocking me. Well, call in, white man from town who's so mad about the fascist moderators won't let them. Unless you're Anthony, in which case, like, fucking literally move to Mars. Step out on the surface and take a breath. Like, I'm good.
Enjoy.
I'm good, buddy.
The crisp air.
I'm good, buddy. Oh, that redacted individual who called in at the beginning of the show. I imagine that is who that is. It's funny too, because that person is just Anthony / John. Are we pretending they might still be John? He still hasn't figured out, by the way, that we were fucking with him. He still doesn't know that.
Like, you were talking to me the whole time, dumbass.
Yeah, biatch.
Not the whole time, I guess. You had Luthien for a second there.
When you tried to say good girl.
Yeah.
Well, what a shame. What a shame.
Rip in pieces.
The next person told the robot we think the world is flat. That's going to be wild. But first, we're going to talk to Garrett in Kansas. Garrett in Kansas, you are on the line with Jimmy and Luxander. How are you?
Doing all right tonight.
Excellent. All right, Garrett, what's the position?
Well, like I was telling the screener, I don't have any problem with people's personal choices, but I just don't like it when we're forcing it on kids. Don't like it when we're teaching it in schools. I just think that's not the place for it.
In what way is it being forced on kids?
When kids go to school, I think they should be learning basic subjects like arithmetic and stuff. But when I go there and I pick up either my sister, I see different things in the library about gender ideology. I don't get it.
So you believe that it is forcing it on children for there to passively be just books existing in the library that you believe teach gender ideology?
I will clarify. So these schools are publicly funded, right?
Yep. And trans kids go to public schools, and queer kids go to public schools. Because trans kids and queer kids, right? The trans and queer people pay taxes, and trans and queer people go to school. So there are resources there for them, just like there are resources there for your straight kids and your cisgender kids.
I will say, if I extrapolate that logic, couldn't someone just say, well, I have this XYZ dangerous ideology, but I pay taxes. Shouldn't I be able to, put my books in school, teach them that?
No, you already used the keyword. You used the keyword dangerous. You have not demonstrated that what you're calling gender ideology, which we would almost certainly would reject even exists, because the only gender ideology is the idea that trans people deserve to exist politely or in polite society without obstruction. They should have all the access you have. So you use the word dangerous. By the way, Garrett, are you a Christian?
No, I'm not. I am deist, though. I'm not
That's
certain
okay.
either way.
Well, Garrett, right? How often do you put effort into removing Christianity from the library? Because most public schools have Bibles in the library, and that is definitely a demonstrably dangerous ideology which supports rape, supports murder, supports slavery. You putting the same effort into that book? Because that book, boy, that book's crazy.
Two things, Jimmy. One, I will concede my last point. You did get me logically. I did not demonstrate that it was dangerous with my statement. You got me there. But with this point here, could you repeat it for me real quick? I'm sorry.
About the Bible, or do you put the same energy in trying to get the Bible out of? Because you basically, when it comes to dangerous ideology, who's establishing what is and isn't a dangerous ideology? Because so far, most public schools have Bibles in them, and the Bible is filled with a lot of dangerous ideology.
Okay, now here, I do have a good point towards that. Now, whenever we put the Bible in school, it's not necessarily under the guise of that it's true and it should be believed, right? Now, you can see that in a lot of secular places, there is theological study. These things are seen as like myth, you know?
So Garrett, just so you know, what you just said is not true. The book is put there, yet the book is passively there without pressure that it is true. However, I attended a school in Louisiana. We had prayers at my public school in Louisiana, and I'm not even joking. The choir teacher that I had went, "We're not supposed to do these Christmas songs, but we're doing them anyway because my Bible says Jesus was born on Christmas." So in fact, there is in many places in this country no repercussions, especially if you are in a red state, for blatantly ignoring and ignoring the Constitution and ignoring Supreme Court precedents and forcing Christianity anyway.
Well, I will say going that one way doesn't mean it's okay to go the other way. I will agree that's not okay for them.
But you haven't demonstrated that the gender is the other way. Quote unquote, gender ideology, what you're describing is simply, hey, these people exist. Do queer people exist, Garrett?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Right, because that would be crazy because you're talking to a queer man and a trans thing. That was a tease. I didn't know what to do because you use the it pronoun. But anyway, this is a trans, okay?
I'm a trans and a queer.
Screen. Yeah, like obviously these people exist, and the first of all, Garrett, the main reason why you should do sex ed that includes it is it also reduces the chances of abuse. The main thing not educating people actually accomplishes is it empowers abusers who can take advantage of the child's ignorance and manipulate them more with that ignorance. So if you want abuse down, you give comprehensive sex ed, and then you just say like, hey, so you're not fucking surprised when you're out and about because your kindergarten cop level of education on sex might not be able to get you there. These people exist. Here's the concept behind them. We're not telling any of you to be gay. We're not telling any of you to be trans, but we are telling you these people exist. And if you are one of these people, resources exist for you also.
Well, Jimmy, I got to be honest. Yeah. Got some good points.
Thanks.
I think I'm going to need to do some more research and come back.
Do you want to ask the trans person about being trans? See if are there any questions you've always wanted to know? You have a trans with you.
A captive trans on the phone.
Well, yeah. I mean, I never really, gone on my way to like meet or talk to someone who is trans. I mean, what would you say to me as someone who just, I guess, doesn't understand?
I mean, it's important to just acknowledge that the human experience is extremely varied, and that like the way to be is not necessarily going to be easy for people. Like, I'm trans and it's something I had to discover about myself. It's not like I looked at my skin when I was 5 years old and realized I was black, comparing myself to the people around me. Like, I had to discover that about myself. And in particular, I think that if you are having issues with kids knowing about this stuff, I would ask myself, like, am I bothered by, like, when I was in middle school, I was being regularly given books about racism, and we would talk about that in class. Like, I went to a school that had a lot of Black students, so we talked about those issues. So like the fact that those people exist and that they've had these civil rights struggles Like, why should that be censored unless you think that being trans or queer is a bad thing? And like, also, I will just say, I've known plenty of people who've been called gay slurs at the age of 8 or younger by other children at the school playground. So if they're young enough to be calling each other homophobic slurs, then we certainly need to probably before that point in their lives intervene with at least a neutral gay people exist. And it's not something that we should make fun of each other for or be rude to each other for, right? So yeah, that's what I
Oops.
would say.
Okay, I can agree with that. That's fair. You know.
I was a little rude as soon as Luxander connected earlier, but that was as a fellow loving queer. It's the moment Luxander connected today, I said, "You look gay as fuck."
Yep.
Anyway, it was more a compliment. Garrett, I think people like you make us feel hopeful because you're not coming here and going like, we know obviously you feel a certain way about it, you just can't quite articulate it. You're probably going to seek those words to articulate it. And so we're hoping that in your experience in trying to do that, you just go, is there a chance that people who were in my position who just don't get it, when faced with the prospect of getting it, trying to go and understand it, that actually sounds awful, that they don't want to understand it. And maybe a lot of the hatred is from people who, unlike you, who seems like you're honestly asking questions, don't want to honestly ask questions. They do want the world to just be all simple black and whites, and everything that is my experience and that I like is good, and everything else is bad. And I hope you'll think about that when you, as you explore this concept. And if you have more questions or anything, call us back. But Garrett, also over on our channel, The Line, they have a show every Thursday at 2 Central called The Transatlantic Call-In Show. You don't have to call to debate. If you just go like, you know what? I don't understand this concept. I don't get this. You could call that show. And that show is always hosted exclusively by trans people until I figure out a way to take it over.
True.
Well, I gotta go, but I'll just say I came in here and like I said, I'm a man of my word. I don't judge anyone for their personal choices. I guess I just, like I said, I don't really understand, but I guess I really should take those steps. I came here in good faith, and I think it sucks other people don't. What's the point, right?
I got you.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you, Garrett.
I'll be on next week if you want to call next week on Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, all right. I might do that.
Thank you, Garrett.
Hell yeah, man.
You were a good call.
Have a good one.
See ya. I
didn't know anybody in Kansas with an accent like that. Oh, goodness gracious.
You're being sarcastic, right?
No, I actually don't. Like, that's not common back where I'm from. The way that I talk is common where I'm from.
First of all, no, it isn't. Second, you have a very unique voice. You have a very unique voice and I
don't have a unique accent. Have you ever done those? This is a really quick aside.
I think you
have you ever
actually
done
sound
those
like
things?
You're from Nebraska, like I do.
That's crazy.
You have a very neutralized one.
But like which words you use and everything is like completely spot on.
Sure.
Like I'm 100% Midwest Kansas City. I don't know. We're close enough to Nebraska. Maybe there's some bleed over.
We might have fucked up. Someone mentioned he could have been from Kentucky. I don't know. He did sound a bit more Kentucky-ish, but people move also. I'm in Texas. I don't sound like a Texan. I've never lived in Nebraska, but every time I've got it, like done the little voice assessment and audio things, I always get Nebraska because they have the most, Nebraska produces the most neutral accents, and my accent is evidently rather neutral. Hey, Luthien,
like the
can you hear
Midwest.
Me? On so on the audio mixer input 24, will you just turn off the letter M, but leave the speaker on? Cool. All right. Richard from the US, who is far right, and is totally not Anthony. Richard, could I just call you Dick? You don't know who that is, huh? You're literally Anthony from the beginning of the show. I don't believe you. Luthien. How confident are you, Luthien? One sec. Oh, it's global shit. All right, we'll give you a reset, and we'll give you good faith here. Go ahead and take away the parentheses, Anthony, and turn master back on. But we'll find out. We'll give it in good faith.
what now?
We'll reset here. We're gonna reset here.
My name's not
Richard.
Anthony.
I know. You said it's Richard, right?
Yeah, well, you just referred to me again as Anthony.
Okay, Richard from the U.S. somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume Guam is a far right caller who's calling in with the claim that did we turn the master back on, by the way? Great. Is calling in to claim that we believe the world is snowman shaped, or you believe the world is snowman shaped?
I do. You guys are probably globalists if I would be presumed to think that. Am I correct in that assumption?
What does that mean to be a globalist? Because usually I hear it used politically that we believe that there should be one world government.
The Earth is you think the Earth is obloid spheroid shaped?
Yeah, that's correct. Hey, we're recording, right, Luthien? Great. Yes, I believe that. Not actually, I wouldn't even go so far as to just say believe. I think that the evidence is overwhelming to the point that one can claim knowledge. And by the way, as an atheist YouTuber, have also participated in those fun little experiments you can do to verify such a thing. Anyway, you believe it is what shaped?
Space Odyssey. It's
no, I haven't.
Like one can describe it as almost like a snowman, if that makes sense.
Well, I don't agree that it's a snowman, and I think that the images from space of Earth are more than adequate. And also the lack of snowman-shaped planets we can see with our telescope makes one wonder why, when we understand the physics of why planets become oblate spheroids, you think something that crazy would have happened.
Crazy as what? It being snowman-shaped?
Yeah.
I mean, well, there's a lot of studies on it. You ever heard of Admiral Byrd and his expedition to Antarctica?
No, I don't know who the Admiral Byrd or his expedition to. I'm not familiar with this person. I'm going to be honest, Richard, while I no longer think you're Anthony, I do think you're trolling. I don't think you really believe the Earth is snowman shaped. I think this is a joke.
No, like I actually do.
Can you point me to your social media where I can see that this is a thing you consistently speak about?
I'm not on social media. I mean, I'm on it, but I don't like post things.
Yeah. This is getting more and more believable by the moment.
That what?
That this is an actual position of yours.
Things on social media.
Yeah. You call into debate shows, but there's no digital trace of you as a snowman shaped believer.
I mean, I could send you some of my evidence, but I mean, I don't know how I would go about that.
I could just ask Perplexity and just be like, what kind of dumb shit will someone who's pretending to not be a round earther, but also not quite a flat earther, what kind of dumb shit would they source for me? Who's General Admiral Byrd?
You should look him up. He was a U.S. He was a U.S. He went on expeditions right before World War II.
Yeah, we've seen pictures of the Earth. It's not a snowman.
Have you ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I have not.
A fictional movie? You mean the fictional movie?
You know what year that was made?
It's like the 60s, wasn't it? Some like really long time ago. It's a boring as fuck movie.
1968.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we were able to do that kind of stuff back then the moon landing and all that is
you saying if we can doesn't mean that it does prove that we did. And there's adequate evidence, including the reflectors on the moon. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just
but how is that evidence for a snowman Earth?
Right.
What?
Do you believe lizard people exist?
Sorry, what was that?
My brain's going to leak out of my ear.
Do you believe that there is a group of people who are controlling the world and that they are lizard people that can morph their appearance?
No, they're not lizards.
But they can morph their appearance?
Yes, they're Yakubian.
What is that?
Do you know who Yakub is?
No. You could
So,
be an idiot.
a couple thousand years ago, Mecca was actually a land for
Mecca.
African Americans, and it was their hub in Mecca. And there was a young scientist named Yakub, and he was practicing dark mystical magic, and he ended up getting expelled by the elders there, and he retreated back to Greece, and he actually created the white man to put the black man down, and we were made to be deceitful.
Hey,
We're
Richard.
designed to put the black man down.
Richard, do you have proof? Can you prove to me that you don't eat dog shit that you find at the park every day?
Yeah, study the Nation of Islam. You know anything about the Nation of Islam?
Wait. If I study the Nation of Islam, I can find the proof that you don't eat dog poop that you find at the park every day?
Well, that's irrelevant.
Oh, because you do? Because have you ever seen that
it's
one
irrelevant if I do or
video?
don't.
Because there is, I don't know if you've seen that there are videos of people eating dog poop. So if we have the capability to do it, you are doing it.
There's also videos of people eating cow shit, but what are you trying to say?
Oh, you eat cow shit?
No, I'm just saying there's videos of it, of people doing it.
Richard, I'm going to be honest. I've just been vamping while we screen other calls. I don't care for this.
All right. I mean, that's fine. I find it difficult to try to get other people to believe, but I mean, it's...
Oh, I can imagine that it's very difficult to get. I think it's probably very difficult to gather believers for this, for something that is
if you read
obviously demonstrably untrue.
Of the teachings of the Nation of if you read the teachings of the Nation of Islam, it explains it very well. But I'm not good at.
Yeah,
it's a lot
now,
of knowledge
Richard,
to put out.
Richard, have you considered this? Wait. Have you considered this though? Owen in Michigan, you are on the line with Luxander and Jimmy. Owen in Michigan, you are on the line. What's up?
How are you guys doing?
Peachy.
Oh, well, that's good. My topic of discussion is trans rights, I guess it would fall under. But my question is do you think that people should conform to me believing that you're a woman, even though I know biologically you're not?
Conform?
Wait, who do you believe here biologically claims to be a woman that is not?
Are you talking to us, or are you just saying in general?
Yeah.
I'm saying in general.
Okay.
Conform to believing. First of all, now, can you name one person who claims to be a biological woman who is not?
Well, quite a few bit of trans.
Yeah, go ahead and name one.
I mean, people.
No, there are 0 trans people who are claiming to biologically be a woman who are not.
I would beg to disagree.
Oh, and I think what you mean to say is that there are male individuals who claim to be women who are not, you believe are not women. There is no such thing as a biological woman. They aren't robots. Trans people aren't robots. So you are already using language in this sort of weighted way to where if we conform to your language, the way we're wanting to use it, we will sound wrong. And it's just a method of trying to get us to establish from the onset that male and female are the same words as women and man, when they aren't, woman and man.
Okay, so for the same guy that was just on the phone about, which I don't agree with, about the Earth being a different shape, would you not say that you just weren't conforming to his language or to his ideologies? What if
I have excellent reasons to believe that the Earth is not snowman shaped. You do not have excellent reasons to believe that trans women aren't women.
No, absolutely do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, scientifically, you are born.
I mean, only if you define womanhood by female. There are 2 different words. They apply in different situations. They mean different things. Isn't that crazy? And
since you said scientifically, what is the scientific consensus on what a woman is?
Chromosome structures.
Incorrect.
Scientific
I said what a woman is, not what a female is. What is the scientific consensus?
Bone density.
That is not, excuse me, you are describing female things that are common, by the way. None of them are universal. You are explaining female, but you said scientifically. Science, through the branch of science called psychology, has why you said scientifically. You want to say Latinly? Latinly.
Well, we could.
Great. We'll stick with scientifically through the branch of science called psychology. It is the consensus is that women is a social category.
Yeah. So sex is not a social construct.
Correct. Gender is.
Yes. But if you are born the female sex, then therefore you are a female. You cannot change without having extreme amounts of surgery to become a man. It's not possible.
Wait. You can't change without having extreme amount of surgeries. That's wild.
So you
just acknowledged that you can change. So you can change with extreme amounts of surgeries. You literally did. Oh, and you just said if you are born female, you cannot change without extreme levels of surgery.
Not.
Okay.
It's an attempt.
I mean,
it's not actual.
Babe, you're just gonna keep like doubling down on this thing where you're wrong about like biology equaling your social status. Like how do you need me to really go through all the different examples of ways in which people like biologically, like, first of all, don't even fit into those categories, but also like the fact that there are so many different social definitions, like that, like a woman could be, she could have her hair buzzed down like a military cut. A woman could be like working on cars and, you know, pop out a baby and then go right back to working on cars. Like there's clearly like different social groups and like different social things associated with this. And like they're often related because we have imposed a gender idea on the sex stuff. And that's the way in which they are distinct. Like, because when you're born, somebody says you have an innie or an outie, and then I'm going to raise you and you're not allowed to play with fucking trucks if you have a vagina. Like, where does that come from?
Not.
Is that biologically determined?
No, absolutely not. If you're a girl and you want to play with trucks, that's
so there's a social
fine.
component to gender.
Different. No, absolutely. That has nothing to do with social aspects. Zero whatsoever.
Okay.
except for definitionally, it does.
Crazy.
It literally is a total. Hey, Owen, do you have a beard?
I do have a beard.
Yeah, I do too. I woodwork. Do you woodwork?
I don't.
So since I woodwork, am I more of a man than you are? Which one of us? And by the way, I'm a male also. I'm not just a man, I'm a male. I was born, you know, I hate confirming this on air. So don't worry. By every definition you hold dear to, Owen, I am a man. And presumably you are, since you said your pronouns are he, him to the screener. Which one of us would you say is probably more of a man?
I don't believe that either one of us can be more of a man.
It's hilarious that you say that because I know you're lying. I know that literally a MAGA person cannot let go of the concept of manliness because it is core to their identity and the way one can pursue being more of a man. And I was socialized as one of you fucking freaks. We know how you talk about men that you don't consider masculine enough and manly enough. You guys have been talking about gender as a spectrum for so fucking long, but you're just sitting here pretending that that's not true. Everyone knows you don't. You absolutely believe that there is a spectrum, that some men are manlier than others. Get the fuck out of here, Owen.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I like poetry, which is normally I just quote it, a quote unquote feminine, practice or people.
Yeah, you're trans. I know where your question's going. Yeah. Owen, you're trans. You're a woman.
So you say that I'm less of a man because I like poetry?
No. I'm saying you are a woman, Owen.
No, I'm not.
Because you don't recognize that you are ironically pointing out that there is nothing when you are confident in that you are a man, that you experience the experience of what it feels like to be a man, and yet you like poetry, which you believe on the basis of not that poetry has ever actually has been established to be feminine. That's a weird fucking thing to believe in the first place, since the most famous poets through history are almost all men.
It is.
No, it isn't. No, that's your social groups. You're literally pointing out that these concepts of what is feminine and what is masculine is most often defined by social groups. Meanwhile,
no, not at all. And that's
poetry is
constantly.
Go on.
Constantly, what has happened is that we have turned naturally born science, as well as I could even go on forever and ever.
What is
about
naturally
how I'm a
born
man
science? Please define what naturally born science is.
It does not change due to your social preferences.
First of all, that's not even correct. There are options besides male and female, not just amongst humans. There's actually, if you leave humans, there's a dramatic amount of other options. But even within male and female, there are intersex individuals and people with certain syndromes. Sure, XXY is not clearly male or female.
Are we talking intersex? Because that is a completely different conversation.
No, it isn't. You said there is only male or female, and intersex begs to differ, that you don't have a binary.
No, intersex is heavy on one end of the spectrum.
Doesn't matter. Even if you make that claim, it still breaks the binary.
They are a man or a female.
Hey, Owen, why is it that even scientists on your side against trans people can acknowledge that intersex people do not fit clearly within male or female?
I would say that is an infactual statement.
Okay, well,
Bro,
you can assert whatever you want, but dude, you suck at this.
If you're going to try to say that intersex is actually just male or female, then you're admitting that sex is a social construct that you're imposing on naturally occurring bodies. Like the fact that intersex people exist. No, Owen, I swear, I love you. I don't jump in very often because I'm letting Jimmy have his fun, but give me a fucking second here. Intersex people, if they are clearly falling outside of this, like let's say they are born with ambiguous genitalia and they have ovotestes inside and like a micropenis and a 2-inch deep vagina and no uterus, okay? Like the absolute most fucking mismatched situation, because that does exist. And if you're going to sit here and say, well, I'm going to count the number of things and I'm going to decide that they're male or female and then probably do a involuntary corrective surgery on them while they're still a baby, you are admitting that not even just gender, but sex itself is a social construct that you will impose on other people. It's your ideology.
Okay, but that makes... Hold on.
Do you support corrective surgeries on intersex infants?
Yes, but yet you believe in...
You support more genital mutilation of children than I do, you fuck.
But you believe in puberty blockers before the age of 18? You believe that children...
Are you hearing yourself?
No
Owen, listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying, I'm going to cut up a baby's genitals, and that's okay. And I'm saying, let's pause puberty for 2 years so that 8 million doctors can have access to this child and make sure that this is the correct decision for them long term. And you're trying to say that my position is the more barbaric position. You are a barbaric person. That's fucked up.
Hey, Owen, let's say let's not hold on. Hey, Owen, because since you made your assertion, I want to make sure that you know what you're even saying. Let's say a female is born and at 5 years old, she begins puberty, which is too early because of the physical development, can lead to a lot of problems, cancer and shit. This is a cisgender person, no trans stuff involved. Right now, medically, we treat them with puberty blockers. Do you believe that's appropriate to do?
That's on a completely different scenario, though.
Do you believe that it's okay? Because all you said was you believe in using puberty blockers before 18. That's the only time you use them. When puberty is happening and it shouldn't be. So when you define when it's acceptable, when you're saying it's acceptable and it fits for you, you're fine with it for people under 18. You just don't want it for the people you don't want to have it because of your socially conditioned position that you are worried about how attractive you find Hunter Schafer. Like, we know what this is, bud. Hunter's hot, accept it, it's fine, move on.
So instead of having like civil conversation, bringing in facts, you resort to attacking, calling.
How dare you,
gay,
Owen? Owen, how dare you? I did both. I brought in facts and I attacked you.
I disagree. I think a lot of what you brought up was hyperbole. complete.
Okay, well, Owen, you're wrong. You disagreeing that it's a fact doesn't make them any less a fact.
No, it doesn't. I believe that you. I doesn't. I believe. I know you didn't bring any facts.
Oh, really? So when I
That's
said
the
that we
issue.
use, so I brought no facts. You know that, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Owen, if I can prove I brought a fact, your knowledge is therefore basically
Oh my gosh.
debunked, and we shouldn't listen to you anymore because you claim as knowledge that which is not true, right?
You're referring to the puberty blockers conversation.
I
am
said,
talking
yeah. So, for example,
purely
I brought
about
no
your
facts.
stance.
I gave the example that
stance.
5-year-olds with precocious puberty are given puberty blockers. Is that a fact or not?
Again, I told you.
Is that a
this
fact or
not
not?
the same scenario. And it
Owen, is
doesn't
that a
help your
fact or
defense.
not?
You don't care about
Owen,
you don't care about the 5-year-old.
Owen, baby doll.
You don't care about the 5-year-old that
Owen,
has
cutie
the
pie,
issue.
sweetie pie, sweetie poo poo. Hey, baby girl.
It's the continued.
Lady. Hey, lady.
It has to be a social construct.
Hey, lady.
And it has to be everything. It's
Owen, you like
issues
poetry, so you're a
over
lady,
and
so I
over
don't
and over
respect your
again.
opinion. Owen, I finally
that's
got you to shut up. Jesus
I
Christ.
hate-
Oh, I thought so.
You had to take a breath sometime.
So was it a fact or not, what I said?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Jesus fucking
Oh, then
Christ.
you know.
All right.
Okay. Please just admit that you don't know fucking anything about this conversation and you don't deserve to have an opinion then. If you don't know enough about puberty blockers to know that the primary reason they exist is to give cis kids with precocious puberty the opportunity to grow up socially with the rest of their peers, a lot of the time it's not even a medical issue, man. Like a lot of the time it's literally just, oh, this little girl started her period when she was 8 years old and that's awkward as fuck. So we're going to put her on blockers for a few years until it's more appropriate. So you think that that's okay, seemingly, for precocious puberty, except that you don't know fucking anything about it, so you can't say whether it's okay or not.
Whether it's a fact.
But that's the issue. Is you're using that for the basis that social construct should govern our lives. When that's not true.
I was actually
at all.
using it to point out that you said I brought zero facts and that you know that. And I was pointing out that you accused me of hyperbole. And then when asked to clarify if you were being hyperbolic, you restated that you know I brought no facts. So it was actually, so this was an exercise in pointing out your own hypocrisy. You suck at this, Owen.
Whatever. It's still to the.
Hey, do you, Owen? If I feel in my heart of hearts because of the way I've been raised that your name isn't Owen, it's Poopy Butt McGee. Would you prefer that I call you Owen and conform to your belief because that's what's socially polite, or should I call you Poopy Butt McGee because that's how I feel on the inside?
Well, I would tell you that your feelings aren't facts.
Great. So in polite society, I feel the way I feel. You feel the way you feel. Would you like me to identify you the way you prefer and conform to your belief? Or would you like me to stick to mine and call you Poopy Butt McGee because you should be in charge of your identity? You should have ownership over your identity.
I 100% think that if you were to choose to call me that, I would say, well, I'm sorry, you're wrong. And I wouldn't conform to you calling me that.
And would you like it if before I
factual.
recognize that you're actually wrong, I just call you Owen in good faith because that's what you want to identify as?
Well, at that point, I can't force you to do anything.
Great. Could we just go ahead and change the name tag to say Poopy Butt McGee then? It's in my heart of hearts. It's what I believe.
And I would say that your heart of hearts leads you in the wrong direction.
And I think yours leads you in the wrong direction. I have the facts and the science on my side, and you have sitting there being Poopy Butt McGee.
I don't believe that you do.
I bet if you go wipe your ass right now, you'll find that there's poopy butt. Do you use a bidet?
Here's
hey, Owen, do you use a bidet?
Why does that matter at all?
We'll find out. Are you afraid of the question?
Why does that matter at all?
Are you afraid of the question? Answer. Isn't the quickest way to find out why it matters is to answer the question? Do you use a bidet?
I think that you can explain it. I think that the question is irrelevant.
It'll be much faster. It'll be very much faster if you just answer. Great. Do you use a bidet?
No.
Then you definitely have a poopy butt and your name is Poopy Butt McGee. I just proved it. Science.
No.
This is the depth of your argument. This is literally the depth of your, I am mirroring to you the depth of your argument.
You used meme tactics to prove
he's got a doo-doo on his butt.
Argument.
and he doesn't know what to say about the poo-poo on his butt, 'cause he won't use a bidet.
This is the unfortunate thing about leftist ideology, is that it's not often just
Bidets.
use real words and real facts and
Great. What's your real words and facts?
conversation.
All right, poopy butt. Okay, great. Go ahead and use your real words and facts to prove that trans people are wrong. Best argument. Start with your best. Let's not hop to another one. Your silly thing. Go ahead. Best argument, the best one you have.
What?
You can't hide behind it.
What chromosomes were you born with?
That is not a proof.
Who fucking knows?
Let's do this. Let's do it this way, Poopy Butt McGee.
We talked about
Hey,
this.
Poopy Butt McGee. Poopy Butt McGee. Neither of us. Poopy Butt McGee. Neither of us have got. Owen, you Poopy Butt. You can't either. Have you gotten your chromosomes tested?
Yes.
Okay? Well, no one else has. You fucking liar. You did not.
Whatever amount of money that costs you, will you give me that? Because I don't have the amount of money that it would cost to get my fucking chromosomes tested.
Poopy Butt, will you forward me your chromosome test?
As expensive as you think it is, but continue.
Will you forward me your, right now, dearmratheist@gmail.com. I won't put it on air. I won't dox you, but I will confirm it. Will you go ahead and forward it to me right now?
I've got it on a piece of paper somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Why would that be
Shut
relevant?
the fuck up. You're such a fucking liar. You asked us what our chromosomes are. We have no idea. I asked you for a proof. Since you don't know what that is, let's do it as a syllogism. Produce your syllogism, and then we will examine the premises.
Okay, produce what makes a trans person the opposite gender.
Do you know what a syllogism is? I'm sorry, do you know what a syllogism is?
I thought I asked a question.
What's that?
This is our show, dude. I don't really care.
I asked you to produce the syllogism. You're complaining about how you're not getting to make your point. I asked you to make your point. I asked you to make your proof, and you asked a question that no one knows the answer to, because I literally do not know what my chromosomes are. I have a guess of what they probably are, and yet people can guess those and be wrong. So I don't know what my chromosomes are because I haven't had them tested, just like you haven't, but you lied and said you did. So then I gave you a second opportunity to prove it, because you don't know what that form comes in, and asked you to offer a syllogism for which we can then explore validity and soundness. Apparently you don't have that either, and your proof comes in the form of, what was your question going to be? Prove that a woman could go read a fucking science book, dude.
All right, so you're saying
So you're saying, my proof is, so you're saying.
See, you cannot have a conductive conversation without bringing in meme tactics and all these things to make fun of people. You can't have just an actual conversation.
Yeah, you were super good faith from the onset, Poopy Butt. So what were you going to say about a biological what?
Okay, if you are born with biological male reproductive parts and you cut
as
them off,
opposed to robotic ones.
Oh my gosh.
You keep throwing this word in uselessly. What other type of reproductive parts would they be?
You think that we can continuously just change things how they are and however we want to, and it's not possible. Because
you think we can just continuously change things how they are? Okay, hang on. Yeah, again, I'm going to show you how bad you are, because you just speak in broad what you think are truisms and aren't. Here is a writing tablet. Here is the form it is currently in. I'm going to adapt, and now it has changed. So you are correct. I believe that we can take things and change them all the time. You've nailed it. We're going to get comprehensive with these arguments, or are you going to keep acting like robot women exist?
Say it one more time, it cut out.
No, it didn't. The audio's right next to your chromosome test.
Would I have asked you to repeat yourself if I didn't hear you?
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't understand. Is I have not once attacked personally anybody in this conversation.
I assure you that that's not the only thing you don't understand. Wow. Ready for you to make a cohesive argument, though. When are you doing it?
You never answered my question.
I asked you for proof. Your proof will never come in the form of a question.
I said a man cannot Just cut off his reproductive parts and then become a woman. That is not how that works.
Hey, Poopy Butt, I'm going to blow your mind. I don't think you have to not have a penis to be a man. I think there are plenty of women with penises, and they're still women because women is a social category.
Can a woman reproduce? No.
Some of them.
What is the Latin definition of woman?
Latin definition is irrelevant when we are talking about a scientific English and social thing. By the way, the Latin definition.
Then why do you use the word woman?
Or do you mean the Latin translation of woman?
Why do you use the word woman if you don't?
Because it is the popular term in society. It's called a colloquialism. Do you not?
It's called,
are you joking?
The English fucking language. Once again, dude, we're just going to keep running our faces into a concrete wall. You define people by what they were born with in a way that's just wrong and stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but there are women who get hysterectomies. There are women who are born without internal organs that can produce children. Like, and they still function as women in society. We still say she, her, and everything. And if someone, I also don't think that somebody just getting, hold on, excuse me, I was not done. I also think that a person just going through a surgery is probably not enough to qualify them in society in most recognizable situations as a woman. Becoming a woman is a complex set of steps that girls and trans women both have to go through, where you learn a bunch of different skills, you learn how you're supposed to act and behave, you start to learn how to deal with the way that men talk to you, and trans women, contrary to what you believe, deal with sexism the same way that women do. They get paid less. They have the same cardiovascular disease risk as cis women. They have the same breast cancer risk as cis women. They have the same fucking prostate cancer risk as cis women. So, like, in what meaningful way could you continue to call that person a man, and like in just flagrant refusal to recognize that their life is the life of a woman, and their medical risks are that of a woman?
Real quick, too, I want to go to the point you made right before that, actually. So I have questions for you. Hey, Poopy Butt, what day of the week is it?
It is Thursday.
Oh, how long have you been a pagan?
I'm not a pagan.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I must accept the definition of woman because I'm using the Latin term woman and what its translation is. And you just used the word Thursday, which comes from paganism. How dare you? This is Thursday. Thursday. It's Jupiter's day. You use that word because you are a pagan.
No.
Yes?
No.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you saying that the origin of the word does not affect its modern usage?
Let me ask you a question then. What date is it? What's the date?
Well, I don't hold your standard. I say it's Thursday because on my standard, the modern usage of a word is not dependent on its origin. That's my standard. Your standard is your usage must be dependent on its origin.
Do you use a calendar?
That have pagan gods all over it.
So you conform to the Gregorian calendar, so you're Catholic?
Sir, Poopy Butt, I don't think you realize this just backfired on you. I already said my standard is that the modern usage is not dependent on its origin. Societies develop. Your whole argument was that we must be acknowledging women have to have wombs because of the Latin origin. So I'm consistent in saying I'm not a Catholic, and just because I adopt a Gregorian calendar, though you wouldn't even say that perfectly, I use current era and before current era, not your before Christ bullshit. Anyway,
whatever.
I know, whatever. That really hurts your issue too. My standard is just because something was popularized by a society before, our modern use is not dependent. So unless you are willing to say that your standard is what you said it is, you are a pagan, or you aren't a pagan because your use of the term Thursday does not matter what the origin of the word Thursday was before. And what's even funnier is back when womb man would have been invented for women, there will have been people called women who didn't have wombs because they couldn't biologically check people for wombs back then either, including intersex people. So literally every angle is you're sitting there laughing to yourself because you're the only person. It's like you and Andrew Wilson, I feel like, think you're both so funny and no one else does. You are as impressive as he is.
I'm not going to stand for this level of etymological fucking ridiculousness. The word woman is Old English. It's not Latin. It comes from the word withman, which meant like a wife person. So like this thing about the womb is completely actually unrelated. English is fun in this way where you'll get words that seem like cognates, but they came from completely fucking different places. So like, stand on business. You don't know shit about any of this.
I think I must have fallen for the J.K. Rowling transphobia. I assume when she said that's what woman meant.
Yeah, well, she's an idiot. So
Okay.
that she at least
She's
had
the
her basics
bestseller. That's
down.
what's crazy.
Huh? I just looked it up, by the
terrible
way.
She's the bestseller.
Literally correct. Woman comes from whiff man, and now you're hearing it from a cis male, so you might actually respect it.
legitimize it. Thank you.
Whiff man. So all you have to do, poopy butt, is go be somebody's wife, and you're a woman. In fact, this would indicate that you don't believe anyone's a woman until they are a wife, holding to your standard, because you can't be a woman if you don't have a womb. Well, this says you can't be a woman if we're just going with the translation. You can't be a woman unless you're a wife.
That was your argument, jackass. We're just telling you if you're going to be consistent with that belief system, here's what you would have to logically follow, unless you just want to admit that calling to the etymology of the word is completely pointless.
Can be wives.
Calling to the etymology of the word pointless,
can only be
you admit that the etymology of the word doesn't mean anything to the current usage? I will wait. Argument from etymology doesn't work?
Your point.
Argument from etymology doesn't work.
Women can only be wives. Husbands can only, or men can only
Argument
be
from etymology doesn't work. Thanks.
I like that you flipped it.
No, because I think
Woman,
you're
you would need to be a wife first.
You do literally mean like, yeah, you have to be married.
By
You're
the
not a
way,
woman
you
until
know
you
what's
get
really
married.
funny? You know what's funny? Women can only be wives. Hey, now tell me how marriage isn't a social construct. Literally, you're saying to be a woman, you must be the person capable of achieving a certain social construct. Go on.
Well, again, to the point, we will definitely we will definitely disagree on this because your email said
right. Mine will be based on facts, and yours will be based on your poopy butt.
It's not, though, because you just believe that something exists out of nothing.
Poofy. Because I believe something exists out of nothing. Have you now gone to an existential, you don't know where the universe came from, therefore some dude jizzed it into existence is now reasonable? Would you like to make your way all the way to hard solipsism? You can't even prove you exist. Poopy butt, were you, Anthony, all along doing a different voice?
I can prove that I exist. My mom and my dad had me. That's how it works.
Literally
Because
nobody can prove they exist.
My mom is a woman.
They literally no one can prove they exist. It's called the problem of hard solipsism. Philosophers agree that there is no solution to it.
You're telling me, not every philosopher, I can trust you on that.
I don't care about every philosopher. We're talking, by the way, I think you think you're a philosopher. The modern philosophical consensus is there is no solution for hard solipsism. Poopy butt, you can't prove that you're not in a simulation. You can't prove that I exist. You can't even prove that I'm not mind controlling you and doing this whole phone call through mind control to make myself look much more capable than you. I'm not. That just happens to be what's happening.
No, I absolutely can. 100%. I can prove to you, period.
Prove that you're not in simulation right now.
Where am I?
No. That's not what a proof is. Proofs are not questions.
If you said that, how do I not know that this is not a simulation and that you're not mind controlling me? Proof. Where am I at? Where am I currently standing?
That's not what a proof is. Go ahead, prove.
Coordinates, please. I would like to know, because I can prove that where I'm standing is where I'm at.
Okay, Poopy. Hey, okay, Poopy, I'll do it.
Also,
since you don't know what a proof is, don't know what a proof is, I am a part of the simulation team. So our units are not your units, just like you guys say with God, his days are not our days. So you are currently at position 76218B, which is the closest translation to our higher language for the simulation. Prove I lied.
I don't even know how you got that.
How old are you, Poopy Butt? Poopy Butt, how old are you?
Why does that matter?
To me, it does.
Well, that's my personal information. I don't feel like giving it.
Don't worry, we won't be able to find you. There's a lot of poopy butts your age. Even in Michigan.
Okay.
By the way, you're saying I don't want to give the personal information. You're already trusting me with your personal information. I'm looking at your phone number. I can find you if I really wanted to. I just don't care to. So how old are you?
Okay. That's fine. I don't feel like giving that information out. I don't understand why that is. Again,
Yeah, again.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Are you worried that the answer to that question, are you worried that the answer to that question might be a little bit revealing why you are such, like, at the level of understanding science, understanding trans stuff, understanding etymology, and now at our most recent, like, you just are at the bottom level of everything. Philosophy, like,
no,
I don't even like philosophy discussions, and yet you are
is saying factual information, or she's giving factual information to the public. Greta Thunberg. If we're going to go on,
how old is Greta Thunberg?
I have no idea how old Greta Thunberg.
Honestly, Owen, the idea of giving you the chance to say your age is frankly a crazy argument. Oh my gosh, Owen. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh my God. What I'm trying to say is that honestly, what Jimmy is trying to do is give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Because if you're 18, then having dog shit, dumbass opinions about things is kind of understandable. We're like, oh, you've got time to grow and learn things. If you want a more productive conversation, you should call me next week on TACUS, because I promise Josie and I will be more patient with you.
Oh, it's been one of those days. I'm not patient with bad faith people. Oh, and hey, did you vote when you voted? Did you vote for Obama or Romney?
I'm not answering that question.
You fucking joker psychopath. You're going to
be more patient with the guy who has responded to multiple questions with a dumbass laugh. I got my chromosomes checked. I don't use a bidet.
I have fun in my own way.
Poopy, you don't even wash your ass, let alone use a bidet.
Again, another attack. That's the issue.
Well, I don't have actual arguments to respond to. You've literally only come with assertions of how you feel about an issue. If you'd present an actual argument, I'd engage the argument. But instead, I'm just going to engage your poopy butt. Hey, if you don't like queers, why do you laugh like that?
Why are you crying, dude? Are you okay?
Don't cry.
Are you saying that queers have terrible laughs? That's extremely offensive.
Are you saying you have a terrible laugh?
Well, you just made fun of me as though my laugh was really bad.
Did I?
I would personally never tell a queer person.
Oh no, you're misunderstanding the simulation.
Also, I would never tell them.
Poopy, is your actual legitimate argument about to begin? No, you would just tell them they can't exist in society, and you'll deny them their polite existence and make their lives more stressful. Oh no, you won't tell a queer they have a bad laugh, but you'll deny them their rights. Oh, oh my God, you're so good. Go wash your butt.
Their existence.
You said you will not conform to accepting their existence is as they believe it is.
They are alive. They are breathing. They walk in front of me.
You sure? Prove it.
Talk to people. They talk.
You literally can't prove any of that. You actually can't prove any of that.
That's such a universalist, flawed. Like,
you should take a couple of college classes, man.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's the perfect time for you. I really think that it's the perfect time for you to take like 3 classes this semester. That's a great idea.
3. What you don't understand though
is the community college.
He won't even qualify for college for 3 more years.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's still funny that you believe that I'm 18 and I haven't given you any information.
I just said 15. Poopy.
Wow, really?
Poopy,
genuinely?
I just said 15.
Oh my gosh.
15, Poopy, I said 15. I did 15. Poopy, you could have just answered. I would have taken your... By the way, because I let people identify themselves in any way that is good faith and take your word for it. If you had just said your age, I would have taken your word for it. But now you won't, so I'm going with 15.
Again, I'm so sorry that you believe that. That's factually incorrect.
All right, well, Poopy Butt, my last words for you are go ask your parents to buy you a bidet for Christmas. Your ass is disgusting and you need to clean it. Goodbye. Richard's calling back to talk about Yakub. Richard, I don't care.
That's fine. We could talk about Woodrow Wilson.
Why?
I think he's one of the worst presidents in our history.
Okay.
We have the worst president in our history right now. I don't want to talk about fucking Woodrow Wilson.
Do you like Donald Trump?
I mean,
Can we change the name tag?
Very few things. I like very few things, but I mean.
Did you vote for him?
No.
Who'd you vote for?
He's too centrist.
Who'd you vote for?
I
Bro.
didn't vote.
Trump is too centrist. Hey, Richard, do you like Jews?
Well, it's not really that it's the Jews that are the problem. I don't even know where you're trying to get at.
Who are the problem? I think you know what I was trying to get at. I was accusing you of being a white supremacist. What do you mean?
Globalist. Yeah, I'm not a white supremacist. It's cringe.
Now, when you say the globalist, do you mean people who want a one world government, or people who believe that the Earth is in a belief area?
The Yakubian white man is inferior to black people.
Richard, if you say Yakubian one more term, if you say Yakubian at all, I will hang up. If you say it again, are you a member of the Nation of Islam?
No, I'm a follower, though. I can't be a member.
Got it. You're a follower, but not a... Richard, I don't respect you or your opinion at all. I think that it would be a mistake to talk to you.
What are your opinions on the Bull and Moose Party?
That you should go wash your ass. Do we want... It's 6:30. We could call it a day. Hey, MAGA, could you send anyone who can answer a question directly when it's like, what is your best argument? They don't respond with a question because questions are not arguments. Who can form a syllogism if necessary? Who can do... Can any of you defend your positions, MAGA? Can any of you defend that Trump is a good president? Can any of you defend that what Trump is doing to to trans people, quite the opposite of each other, to trans people is good? Can any of you actually argue? All right, now we have to actually snooze Richard because he won't stop calling. I don't care. Nation of Islam people are not worth platforming. I feel your brain has to suck a certain level to get there, and there's no saving you. It'd be like trying to get Kanye out of his shit. Also, for the record, Greta gets a pass because her autism ages her, so it's all good.
Exactly. Also, she's like 23 now, isn't she? She's like 22, 23.
Well, that's not exactly old. It's not young
yeah, but
either.
That's a college graduate age. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Also, it's not like she went out and was like, and my religion says, she's literally like, the universal scientific consensus is you're fucking us.
Yeah. It's not like she was saying something original or whatever. She was just like, the facts as I understand them mean that we're all fucked and I can't believe you guys would let this happen. Like, it's not like, I'm coming out swinging against the entire medical establishment, which supports trans rights and like trans access to medical care. And I'm going to act like my opinion is as legitimate as all that.
But I'll say it. She's better than you because she's autistic.
Also true. She's a baddie.
Autistic supremacy. MAGA, surely you guys have... What's that? Don't say
I am an autism supremacist. I know.
It's hard not to be. 33654-32101, 336-543-2101. I want anybody who's actually like serious. We haven't had a single, like all the people you've sent us. If you actually think that the best argument for why trans women aren't women is what's the Latin, not source, translation, definition of woman, which, and by the way, if you're going to ask that, maybe no. As Luxander pointed out, you weren't correct. I wasn't. Legitimately, I didn't know. I just, sometimes somebody makes such a bad faith argument, you don't even think to check whether or not the first phrase is true. Like a lot of times you'll start with something that is true, and then you'll morph it to work for your shit. That's like the bad faith go-to. But I didn't fact check whether womb man is what woman is. I guess it just made enough sense. Yeah,
actually, they're both from Old English. But womb means womb. it's different.
I know Elon Musk is autistic, but keep in mind that Elon Musk won't stop using the word Asperger's because the Nazi name is a plus.
Yeah, he's like,
so
that's
there
for
is
me.
Difference. I made that up, but it is funny. Candace Owens is black. Look, it's just because you're black doesn't mean you can't be a white supremacist, and just because you're autistic doesn't mean Elon Musk can't be an autistic inferiorist. And that's what he is. Come on, people. Who's MAGA? Come on, MAGA.
Maybe if you all hit the like button, we'll get another caller. Do it.
That would work. That would work.
It
Do you
does
want
work.
another caller, or are you like, honestly, today? Well, you didn't get to do the other show before, right?
Yeah, I always plan with you to do at least 2 hours, but I didn't
Yeah.
do the one before. So yeah, I've got all the energy to be a bitch to people.
Do you know what might be the problem? And honestly, if people, you can say in the comments, if you're like, nah, this wasn't as different as you thought, fine. If you want to say like, Jimmy, honestly, it seemed like your heart wasn't in it today and the show was worse, fine. Because that might be the case. Okay? If that's how you feel, I'm sorry. Now here's my defense and why I'm not actually sorry. I was woodworking before this show, and that brought me immense joy.
Good.
And then I saw my watch and went, oh, I got to go do that.
Yeah.
So it's like going from Disney World to doing your taxes. Okay. If you're like Javon and you love Disney World, because to tell you the truth, I'd probably rather do my taxes, but Javon loves Disney. So imagine you're Javon, Disney to taxes. I don't know if he likes doing taxes though either. What is something we know Javon doesn't like to do? Because I feel if I just leave that hang, he's going to say, I heard you assumed I don't like doing taxes because you're racist. I know that that's what he's going to say on Sunday. So what is something we know Javon doesn't
accidentally
like?
Racist things. So that's on you.
I do?
Yeah, you think maybe like twice or something?
You are incorrect. I have not said any of those things accidentally.
Oh, I see.
What is something we know? He posted the other day to let me find it. He posted something about Adventure Time. I guess Finn gets SA'd on Adventure Time. Is that true?
I'm in the first season.
You guys really don't know that? And I just responded, I didn't know this. And he wrote, do y'all even watch the show? And I wrote, I've never seen a single episode, because that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
my partner was like, you should watch it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
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 You know what?
So
I'm gonna torture my cat. It's time for the baby.
Somebody messaged me about they're surrounded by hardcore MAGA, but they listen to mostly left-leaning shows, and then said Bill Maher, and I'm just gonna say, hey, I don't know where this convo was meant to go, but Bill Maher fucking sucks.
Yeah. And not somebody I would describe as left-wing at all.
And is low-key working against leftism with his old man. The things my gen solved were the last things. This is a crazy thing that I feel like surely we will run out one day, but it's amazing to me that person after person after person thinks, you know, we gave them gay marriage, we did this, we did civil rights. Whoever we figured out was being treated unjustly and we fixed it during my generation, those were the last unjustly treated people. And now it's good. And you people, and like, listen, does it make me
You people want too much.
Does it make me fear what comes after? Like, once we get full egalitarian equality, whatever, for trans people, for people of color, does it make me fear who we find out is left? Yeah, I'm terrified. I'm terrified that I'm going to have to march for furries one day. Okay? I'm terrified. I don't know what it's going to be, okay? But I'll march because I don't want to be the guy who's like, yeah, for sure, we finished it. We got everything. But I'm terrified of who I'm going to march for. It's going to be furries, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is it furries next? Fuck.
Yeah, the cat girls.
So let's recap here. Richard called in. We said we don't care. He calls back. I said I still don't care. I've snoozed his number so he can't call back. He's now trying to call back with the web caller going, but I really wanna. Luthien, is that's what'd you tell him? I don't care, Richard. I don't care. Oh, bummer. His audio's not working. Goodbye, Richard. All right, we're going to give 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the MAGA caller who wants to call in with a clear argument of why Donald Trump is better or trans people are wrong or whatever. Yeah, but we don't march for furries in Pride, okay? Okay, I love that you get people like this who now has, and look, I get that this is part of being a furry, but consider the 10 minutes prior of unhinged crazy shit I said, and you're literally sitting here going like, acting like I'm being serious about worrying about the... It's fucking amazing to me that I can just say the dumbest shit, and then when I go like, oh, and by the way, I don't want to march for furries, I'm like, here's where he was being serious and this affects me.
You've created
Chill,
enough
everybody.
plausible deniability around yourself to be able to say offensive things and just always have that out.
It didn't bother you when I said I was purposefully racist, but furries was too far?
No, I'm just saying, I'm
Not
calling you out for the whole
person
show.
in chat. The other
Oh,
person
yeah.
in chat. I was saying that to the...
Oh, true. Yeah.
It just reminds me of that part of Community where Britta goes, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
Animal
and then
cruelty.
Shelley goes, you can excuse racism.
You can exclude race.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jimmy, no joke. I will send you a $50 chat if you show us what you were working on before the show. It's not, I can't, it's too big. I feel like I'm always doing, do you know what I honestly enjoyed the most making, I've realized, and it just sounds like I'm always making nothing. I most enjoy making furniture for my wood shop to make it more convenient. And that's pretty much like for the last year, what I've mostly been. And so today I am building upper cabinets I have a French cleat wall that I put up this last week. And I am putting, right before this, I was cutting plywood. I've got my cut list. I'm cutting plywood into its pieces. And I'm hoping after this show over the course of 2 or 3 hours to assemble it all and have upper cabinets. So I can't show you. It would just be cut pieces of plywood.
But that's the thing to do. If like once you have the tools to do the thing, usually a lot of effort goes into like making the things you need. Like,
yeah,
it's just the way that it goes. You've got a 3D printer, and then you start 3D printing parts for your 3D printer. Like,
I just got a 3D printer, and I'm like, my next project is the poop shoot for the color changes because it drops all the little. I have a multi, color thing, and it drops little poops, and I got to make a poop shoot for it. And by the way, my poop shoot will have a bidet because I'm not Owen. I wash my ass. Somebody's gonna clip that and send it to Telltale. And that'll be funny. He'll be like, what the fuck? I do use bidets. Actually, he'll say, I can't do his voice. What the fuck, man? I do use a bidet. And I wish I could do it. He's got so much baritone in it. And it's just a better voice than mine. I know that. That's why I like making fun of people's voices. Because I sound like I'm talking with a sock in my mouth all the time.
Got the Charlie Day going on.
Yeah. Richard, we are not taking your call, even if you call in anonymous. Let me do it as Charlie Day. Richard, we are not taking your call, even if you call in 10 more times. We're not doing it because I don't care about your fucking Muslim Brotherhood, racist ass racism shit. Get the fuck out. I don't like you. Eat my ass. It tastes like ass. All right. Yeah, 2 more minutes, MAGA. If anybody MAGA wants to call in, we do it. We doing it. We out here. 336-543-2101. 336-543-2101. You don't have to agree with me about the sock thing, asshole. That was fuck off. You don't get to agree with my insults. Get out of here. Somebody said that on. They were like, bruh, he's right. Jimmy is losing it. Losing what? Is this your first time here? I just kind of have to pee and I want to go back to wood.
So do we all.
Trump with a funny voice. Trump has a funny voice. That was terrible. Screwed you. First of all, this is a very precise. It is 100% perfect. What do you mean? Song or no song? I'll fucking... I don't think I can say I'll kill you on. Thank you.
No, I don't think you can.
I'm not.
You know that old
joking.
whitest
MAGA,
kids you
last
know
chance.
shit?
Last call, 336-543-2101. What is it? The whitest
do you know
kids
the whitest
It's been
kids
a
you
long
know?
time.
There's
Which
that one where it's Trevor just sitting there saying, "Now you cannot say."
You're right. I'm going to kill the president.
I'm not going to even do it
You
now,
can't.
but
You can't say it. You can't, like, it is absolutely not, you are
you
not
can
allowed to say.
with a rocket launcher, because that's a separate statement. Oh my God. Rest in peace, Trevor Moore.
Yeah, it's really sad the way he died.
Honestly,
Just
I have a little CIA conspiracy thought about it, but
Really?
it just feels weird. Just a little bit, a tiny bit, just a little bit.
All right, so how'd they get, what was it, the guy from One Direction who got it? In same thing, he just fell over and died.
Oh, I didn't know about that one, I guess.
Didn't like one of the famous One Direction guys do the same thing?
I don't.
When you're,
keep
I
up
mean,
with
it
pop
is
culture.
easier. You should be more worried about how easy it is to break your neck, people. That thing is not as strong as it seems.
Literally, like a 2-foot fall will crack your head open. That's why OSHA says like any riser over 4 feet, and like 4 feet is actually higher than it should be, like has to have a rail.
All right. Well, MAGA's too afraid to talk. So Woodworking Channel when? I don't know. I've thought about it though. I hope that the America becomes leftist and we turn it into the CI. Gay. Bye. That was kind of melodic. Sorry. Luthien, will you please end the show? Please. Please. Please fade us to black. Please get rid of this.